Hi and welcome back to Governor's World. Tough times never last, but tough people do. That quote is very true. Like when people say, dance through the storm, it won't last forever, and there is always a rainbow at the end of that storm. Whenever we go through an experience or a situation, we can regain our empowerment back by concentrating more on the positivity that is there surrounding us, although we may not be able to see it because everything seems to be so chaotic at that moment in time. The problem is, we want to straighten up everything right away. And unfortunately, that is where we will find ourselves being dragged down into a pit of despair. We must remember, Rome was not built in a day. So we must not expect to rebuild ourselves back in a day either. We can, however, start on a good positive path that will lead us back to full empowerment of our voices and full control over our own lives. Not one of us was born to be controlled. At Governor's World, we have put together an amazing package of information, consultations, online courses, workshops and retreats and ongoing support. You see, here at Governor's World, we understand how the trials and tribulations of life can have such a devastating effect on our lives. It doesn't take very much for somebody to spot a weakness into someone else. And if they are of a controlling or a manipulating character and personality, they will find a way to bring that person down and have a little bit of a control over them, because it gives that person a feeling of greatness. But in actual fact, having control over someone or somebody else's life is not greatness, it's coward and cowardly to have control over somebody else's life and their feelings. In today's world, that is totally and utterly unacceptable. As I said, not one of us was born to be controlled. Governor's World likes to take on and see how we can improve our lives and our paths of where we're going. Giving back that empowerment to yourself is one of the greatest things that you can actually do for yourself out of respect for yourself. So, how do you know when somebody is actually having a little bit of control over your life? Well, there's so many things that can actually lead and point in that direction. You've got the number one cause is actual domestic abuse or abuse. You've then got the boss or the person who likes to be manipulating and controlling and will focus more on their lives than they will yours. And to get themselves out of trouble, they don't mind throwing you underneath the bus. That's what happens to whistleblowers. They whistleblow about a situation because it is not right, and they are the ones that have their lives destroyed by being thrown underneath the bus by people who are manipulating and controlling, that in itself has a damaging effect on our lives. But we can regain that empowerment back by learning how to take the right paths of positivity to keep us on the path where, yes, we're going to get upset every now and again when somebody says something or does something towards us, but we will be in a position where they won't have that much of an effect on our lives because we are able to deal with them, because we have regained that empowerment of control back over our own lives and our own emotions. One of the first steps we need to do is we need to give ourselves self-love, self-respect, and self-worth. There is a way that we can give ourselves 100% of those things without even realizing that we are doing it. But it will have an effect on the people who will try and control you and who have been wanting to control you. But you keep going forward and you don't listen to them. You turn the listening device off towards those people's voices, and you turn the sight off towards the actions of those people. And you look for something that's positive at that moment in time to help you focus and concentrate on that positivity. And to keep focusing on that positivity going forward, eventually that person trying to manipulate and control is going to look at you and think, I can't have a hold over you at the moment, and take point on that at the moment, because manipulating and controlling people will never lose you as somebody that they've got on their side to manipulate and control. But you can actually detach yourself from these situations and these people. It's knowing the right things to concentrate on. It's knowing what you can do to help yourself. Because that's what it's all about. It's helping yourself. It's all about you. It's all about me. It's all about Bronwyn. It's all about Saf. Nobody has control over your life. Going through tough times, show people just how tough you are actually underneath it all. Dig deep. And remember, a lot of these are words that people know that are going to be said to hurt you. We can't do anything about the situations and experiences that we go through in life. But what we can do is actually make sure that they don't have an everlasting hold over us as we continue to go through the rest of our lives. If you allow it to have a continually hold over yourself, you are then abusing yourself to continue the reliving of that experience or that situation that happened. You can do this. You can change the way that you perceive those experiences and situations. But the thing is, only you can do this. Nobody else can do it for you. You have to want to be the one that wants to do this. To take back full control. Who wouldn't want to take back full control of their life? Who doesn't want to feel that empowerment back, knowing that those boundaries are now set solidly in cement and people can see that you are actually you, and you will not deal with anything that's been thrown at you before. Tough times never last, but tough people do. And tough people always come out shining on top. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, may you have the most blessed day. Count your blessings, because they are more important than the negative parts of your life. Look at all the positive stuff that's happened through your life. When you want to ground yourself, look at the trees, look at what nature produces, and bring yourself back down to reality. Count to 5. Give yourself time and deal with one thing at a time. And that is the way we actually get back to the full control of empowerment. Wherever you are, remember your worth. You are worth your weight in absolute and utter platinum. You are priceless, and you are irreplaceable. Go out today and be you. Those that don't accept you for being you, well, hell, they ain't your person. And they shouldn't be in your circle, on your journey, on your bus, or in your dance, or even on your apple cart. They are not your people. Go and find people who are going to build you up, to make you feel positive about yourself, that will help you regain the empowerment of you. Wherever you are in the world today, have a fantastic day, count your blessings, and remember, smile at a stranger, because you never know when somebody needs that smile. From Governor's World, we wish you peace, love, and happiness.